Peace and gratitude, my peoples. This is Unique Maurice Reese Turner, aka the One Chocolate Vegan, coming to you from Atlanta. I'm not your doctor, I'm not your physician or your trainer. I'm just your cousin. Just trying to share my information and my journey with you, hoping that you resonate with the things that I'm doing, that it can inspire and help you along your process. The first thing I want to get into is make sure that you go and get your blood work from your physician, your doctor, so that way you can see what you're deficient and efficient in and what your blood levels are, so that way you know what you're missing and what you're not missing, right? That's the first thing. Second thing is you need to take notes as you are along this journey, so that way you can understand, hey, listen, I didn't like that, my body didn't like that, I felt this way, I didn't feel that way. um, I remained, nothing changed. You need to have notes about all of that, so that way you can, you want to make sure that you're understanding your body. That's the whole point in this, is so that you can start to understand your body, understand what it needs and what it doesn't need, right? What it likes and what it does not like, right? So make sure that you are taking notes. This journey we're starting today, I'm going to start off with 14-day fast. This might not be, the total number of days that you take. You want to go until you feel that, you might be at where you need to stop, right? I'm going 14 days, and this is a liquid only fast, which means that the only thing that I will be intaking in this journey is going to be water and minerals. Minerals such as sea salt, cayenne, cinnamon, um, things of that nature, clove. These are just going to be minerals that, for me, I feel are important to still have and maintain in your body without adding the additional things that, um, sugar and things like that. So that's why this is a liquid only diet for me. You might not be able to sustain that length of days. So if you're trying it, you might want to go until you feel that you are where you're at. And again, this is for you to start learning. You might want to start with 1 or 2 days. You might want to start with intermittent fasting, right? So just as a small breakdown, so on an intermittent fasting, I would do, on my normal basis, I would do about 16 hours. So let's just say I stop eating at 8 o'clock in the evening, right? So then I wouldn't start back eating until 12 o'clock the next day. That would be a 16-hour fast, right? And then after that, I can eat between the 12 and the 8, that 8-hour time frame. I can eat between that 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. That would be a 16-hour intermittent fast. You might not be able to do that either. You might want to do a 12-hour, where 8 o'clock at night to 8 o'clock in the morning, you have your 12-hour time frame, and then you can eat between that 8 o'clock in the morning to that 8 at night, and then there's no food for the next 12 hours. You have to choose something and start and work your way into doing longer fastings, right? And the point of this, in intermittent fasting, is to give your body an opportunity to not only just break down what it already has inside of it, or the stored fats or what have you that it has inside of it, but is to give your body an opportunity to utilize what it has and burn through that in the process, right? Um, Sometimes we confuse what intermittent fasting and what long-term fasting does for you. So if you were just a person that, let's just say, you want to lose, a few pounds of fat, um, then you might want to try intermittent fasting, right? Because then you know that now you're going without food for a longer time frame and you're still remaining active, you're still going to be burning fat, right? I'm not a big person that's really into the whole calories scenario. This is not about trying to get super, super specific, anything like that. I'm just giving you helpful tips that allow you to not have to focus on being, oh, I got to write down every single macro and micro. Listen, during this day and time, oftentimes, not only do you not have the information and the understanding to do all of that without utilizing or paying for someone to do it for you. But oftentimes you just don't have the time to be going through that based off of your normal work day or your normal day, however that transpires. So again, intermittent fast might work for you if you just wanting to lose, a few pounds here and there or maintain a certain weight. That might work good for you. Um, an elongated fast is going to be where your body starts to heal itself, right? Once you go through autophagy, right, which is your body, basically, which is your body repairing itself, right? Over a period of time, your body will get to the point where it starts to break down its own stored fats and its dead cells and things of that nature and use it as fuel to break it down and to repair itself. That is the normal function of your body, is to repair itself first, right? So the whole point is to have preventative maintenance and not wait until you get sick or until you are um, diagnosed or have a disease before then you start to treat these, these symptoms or this disease or this discomfort. You're trying to get ahead of it. So these are just some things that I'm going to be doing during this time, and I'll be taking you through my journey. So again, this is day one. It's Tuesday. This is day one. We're going to go into the 31st uh, of this month for me. So that's 14 days, liquid only, water basically, minerals added to the water, right? No sugar, none of that. So come along with me with this journey. I'm going to show you some pictures of my before pictures, my weight pictures. Right now I'm currently at 207.6. So I'm going to show those pictures to you as well. Every day we'll update weight with the scale. Now, I wouldn't normally do that on a regular basis. I probably would do every 2 weeks, I might look at how much I weigh. For some of you all, that's not a good idea because you're looking for instant results. Instant results typically don't happen that way. Definitely not in the health mindset and doing things that are healthy. There's not really I changed overnight without drastic things that can harm your body, right? So I wouldn't suggest that because then you could be discouraged by, I didn't lose X amount of pounds at this way, right? The entire purpose is to gain knowledge about you, yourself, your body, what it likes and doesn't like. Two is to gain an understanding about what you're putting into your body, right? And three is to take those things and to try to prevent dis-ease and discomfort in those things from happening rapidly or at all within your body. So you want to take this knowledge and just be healthier. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at it like this. No matter what you're doing, right? If you made one change every week to be better and healthier, you're going to be much better off than before you started. So you don't get discouraged by not necessarily obtaining the goal weight that you want to reach this week, right? The the reward is in the effort, and the reward is in the process of understanding your body, who you are, what you're doing it for, and just gradually getting better over time. That's the reward in it, right? So that when you get to a point where your discipline is up here, the reward is greater, the self maintenance is better. That's the importance of it, right? It's not that, I didn't lose the 5 pounds this week that I said I was going to lose. I don't want to do it. That's not the point. You can set goals to obtain, but the reward is actually the process in getting to that goal, because it might not happen this week. What you're eating this week may be different from next week. So this week you may lose 5 pounds. Next week you might only lose 3. The important thing is the notes that you're taking along the way. Hey, that didn't sit well with my stomach last night. I didn't like that, right? That's what's important, right? So that way Next week, you can be like, I can tweak this a little bit. Nah, I didn't like that morning. It didn't do good, right? So that's the importance of the journey, right? The other thing is, for me, again, like I'm water based. So if you're starting this and you're starting new, let's just say you might want to have your coffee in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So when you get to that point, you can have your coffee or your non caffeinated tea, or you might want to have some caffeinated tea, right? That's okay. Start where you can start, go where you can go. If it's intermittent fasting, okay, today I need to be at work all day long, so I'm going to fast while I'm at work, then I'll eat when I get off. So that may be 8.5, 9 hours, right? By the time you get there, come home, think about it like that. Start there, and then gradually increase it. Maybe tomorrow you go, I'm going to wait till I get home and let's just say you get home at 5:36. Well, I'm still going to wait till 8 o'clock before I eat something, you know. But let's not go too late in the time frame in which you're eating before you lay down, right? But just keep that in mind. So go where you can, and then we'll notate the journey along the way and get an understanding of what your body likes, what it doesn't like, what it can tolerate, right? So again, this is day one. We're going to start this journey. I'm happy that you're going to be on this journey with me. And I'm going to post my weight. I'm going to post pictures. You don't have to do that. But if you want to, hey, put up there where you're starting at. You know what I'm saying? Hold yourself. It's always better to hold yourself more accountable by putting it out there, right? I've learned that if you put it out there, then you hold yourself accountable to do it, right? So put it out there. Put in the comments. Give me your weight. You know what I'm saying, that you're starting at. Um, and if you want, post the pictures of where you're at in your beginning, and let's see what happens. And the point is, I want you to see my transformation as it happens during this 14 days. Now, I plan to go longer, but right now I'm going to start at 14 days, and we're going to see the effects and what changes takes place along this journey, okay? So, again, thanks for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. This is Unique Maurice, aka the One Chocolate Vegan. And again, I'm not your doctor, I'm not your physician, I'm not your trainer, I'm your cousin. Peace and gratitude.